14, I was with Pookie and
What's up, what's up, what's up, everybody? It's your man DVS Ahmad coming to you on another DVS Friday. What's up?
What's up?
What is going on? Much love to everybody out there on GS Radio Nork and everybody out there on Ustream. And much love to my Facebook family. How y'all doing?
How y'all doing?
And we got, y'all, as y'all can already see, my guest tonight is Sweetie, a.k.a. Marie Thompson.
Marie Thompson Rogers, actually.
Marie Thompson Rogers.
I do have a husband.
Okay, you got to put that on your...
No. It only exclusive people get to know that there's a Rogers.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, well...
Sound a little too proper.
That's what it is then.
Yeah. If it's business and I got to sign something, then it's a Rogers.
Yeah,
There's money involved? Oh, it's
hyphen.
Rogers.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, I know that's right.
Yeah.
First time I remember seeing Marie was at Metro Galaxy.
Ooh, man.
Yeah, that was the first time
man.
that I remember. Now I might have run into you somewhere else, but the first time that I remember seeing you was Metro Galaxy, as you came in and your hair was tied up and you had on like this tracksuit situation, and I was like, oh, who is this lady?
I was a lady, y'all.
Yeah,
I was a lady.
This was my first time. It was like this was my first time going out by myself.
Okay.
So I used to catch the bus downtown, the last bus, the 39 downtown, and walk up the street to Metro Galaxy, and I would just sit there because I needed to learn how to dance.
Yes, honey.
So I used to watch y'all.
Oh, okay. I hope I was a good teacher.
Oh my good, what? She had the corner with the
Always.
baby powder
Always.
over there up in the front. I didn't even know what the back of the club looked like for months.
No need to go back
park
there.
right in the front.
Yeah, and just watch everybody come inside.
Everybody was dancing. Yeah.
Metro was a little small, but you with your niche, you got your niche.
Absolutely.
Your niche space, and you just get it in, or you just get it in where you could get it in. If it was on the step, it was on the step. If it was, if it was back in the back by the bathroom before you got up to you just wanted to find a place to just dance, and you ain't really,
And that's
Metro.
What it was. That's where I kind of found the dance community on my own. I had been to parties and stuff like that prior, but that was, my first introduction by myself. Like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go out. I'm going to have some fun. I can do it by myself.
That was that space's second regrowth. The first time it was called Sterling's. So we would leave Mirage, right, after we got finished hiking on each other. And listen, there was 8 of us that used to hang out together. It was like Jihad and Naeem and Tony and Edie and this kid named Brian and Bubby and all of us. But at the end of the night, Gus, Mike used to DJ there, and Gus would try to kick us out, but we start hiking on each other. Like literally, it would be a hike fest for about an hour. We would leave there, walk across the street to go to Sterling's. And then we would hang out there with Kevin Johnson and all them for another 6 o'clock. That was right about the time Zan's was closing or closed. It was just about the tail end, and it was almost done. So we would be hanging out there and listen, crazy.
A wonderful time.
Crazy.
Now, Mirage is where I first saw Jihad and Johnny Dangerous.
Okay.
And there was a young lady named Diva who had a song called Respect.
Yes.
She was performing that night. And I was like, oh my gosh, who are these people? There's a lady here with a fur coat on. She got to be a star. And, them just, it was like my head was on a swivel.
Mirage days, you can catch just about anybody.
Yeah.
Mirage.
Yeah.
And that's when you had to be a little cute to be in there. And
it was Shishi Fufu.
I got to wear And I would come in there some days with my little skirts on and stuff, and they would all just be like, I don't know where you think you like, okay. And then the birth of Black Box happened.
Yeah. Shout out to Nia Johnson.
Yo,
that spot was dark, and that's the reason
black.
I think they called it Black Box.
It was black,
like for real, and it was, you know, the music just was.
It was
so
grimy.
driving. Yes,
it was grimy. It was gritty. It was George and him, who has since passed away. Who used to manage Black Box, used to, why y'all gotta throw that baby powder on the floor? And it was an NA club too, you know.
Yeah, juice bar.
And by 4 or 5 o'clock, it would be a whole different crowd of people that would show up. Excuse me. The Errols and Chris and Ruthie and we would be in there. Jasmina one night, let me tell you, Jasmina one morning did an impromptu concert for us. Just like to had a heart attack because Jasmina could get it in. Don't let Miss Leslie fool you.
You know what? I reminded her. There was remember when Shelton had his loft on Halsey?
Yes.
He was throwing a party, and that night he had Jasmine. That was the time I saw Jasmina.
Okay.
And he was working, and he was uniform at the time because she came in the uniform still on,
took the top off,
and just commenced to wearing us out, singing. But she was in the corner dancing when it was over.
Yeah, we used to have a ball.
Oh yeah, we had a wonderful.
I'm sorry. What, Mike? What you know? Let's talk about this. I've never done this before.
Oh,
I think I'm a natural, but you know,
she's definitely a natural.
Don't nobody talk about me. Don't nobody talk about me. But which one of these am I supposed to look at?
Okay, we right there. Only because usually I'm sitting here. Oh, we got both. Oh, for the angle. Okay, so we got.
So thank me for putting him on the couch.
Yeah, because
appreciate me right now.
On the couch.
Yeah. Only for me. Only for me.
Yeah,
and I appreciate it.
Here but this is cool.
Okay.
This is cool.
Gives you a new little vibe.
Yeah, I'm glad I don't have to get up no time soon.
Yeah, because it's gonna be like fat people roll over.
It's like pregnant things. Like you gotta
scoot
roll over to the end and roll to the side. And that's how getting off this couch is gonna be in another 20 or so minutes.
That's why I don't do floor work too much.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, if I do floor work, the DJ has to be. I haven't done floor work in a couple of years. Not gonna lie, I was in Atlanta. I found the Atlanta Weekender, and I went by myself. Literally back way. I always travel by myself until I met Edie, and then it became Edie and I, and then but I was always by myself. Like I would show up, and nobody knew who I was. They just knew I was the girl with the overalls in the corner somewhere. Then everybody started to would see me later and be like, "Yo, you was a girl with the overalls in the corner." That was always where I was. But why was I telling you that? So now I get. Yeah, I'm old, girl. Don't play. So I find the Atlanta Weekender. I decided I'm going to go because I wanted to do something new, some new energy, wanted to just get out. I walk in and Nina and her husband Sailor, oh my God, are amazing. And Nina looks at me and she was like, "You're not from here." And I was like, "Huh? What do you mean I'm not from here?" She was like, "You are from Newark or New York. One of the two, because you straight look like you just came. You ain't come to play." And I was like, "No, ma'am." So they've adopted me. That Saturday is all day partying. You got 5 DJs downstairs, 5 DJs upstairs, and then they switch or whatever. And when I tell you, this kid from Houston, his name is Namimbus, and then Steve Chai Profess had me doing floor work about 2-3 years ago. I don't do floor because I'm way too bottom heavy. I realize that getting up requires about 4 Motrin.
Yeah,
I gotta loosen up.
Yeah,
had me with Aqua Beat doing floor work.
Wow.
Yeah, and I realized that rollover ain't sexy, so I try not to do that much. Yeah, it's not sexy when you gotta try to get up.
Yeah, that roll.
Yeah, roll.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's not sexy.
Okay, so the other thing that because we can reminisce for hours, but you are a seamstress.
I am.
And how many years? Okay, some of the first outfits that Marie made for me, I still have in my closet. Like the burgundy cover that she made for me at Sandra
for the party.
The orange overgarment for Rob and Rob and Riddy's wedding.
Oh my!
That I wore to the reception.
Okay.
Yeah, like I keep and the black Lapa with the black top with the leather pocket in the front. I got all of that
Let
stuff.
me tell you, my mom taught. Shoot, we were living in New Brunswick. My mom taught us how to crochet. Mm-hmm. I didn't learn how to sew until, of course, home ec in high school. Mm-hmm. But my mother used to crochet ponchos and all that good stuff. And, of course, when you try to make a child do something, they don't want to do it.
Of course.
So I want to do this. So we used to take the ponchos and wear them on our head and get pots. And there's a song, you can bring home the bacon, I can fry it in the pan. Yeah. And we would just, make that little sassy song. So we're going to fast forward, get married 10 years ago. My husband was like, yeah, I didn't marry a roommate because I've always had a part-time job. Mm-hmm. And he was like, yeah, I didn't marry a roommate. And I'm like, so what am I supposed to do? Like, oh my. I always remember my grandmother used to say, an idle mind is a devil's workshop. Mm-hmm. So I used to and I hate the word try. I keep myself busy. Mm-hmm. Because I don't know if I got grown people's ADD or whatever, but I always keep myself busy. Mm-hmm. So when he said that, I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Sister friend donated a sewing machine to me.
Okay.
Sister friend was going to Cuba to go to medical school, so she needed some skirts.
Oh, wow.
So hence, therefore, Sweetie's Creations was born because I started making skirts, and I started making sleeveless dresses, and now I'm doing everything when I can, but working a 9 to 5 doesn't allow me to do as much as I would like to do. Mm-hmm. But I am, small shameless plug, I am crocheting for Daoud's Hollywood Divas fashion show, April 14th.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm putting myself out there. When you put yourself out there, that means that you can now be scrutinized. And people never really want to be scrutinized. But when you do stuff for the public, that's what you have to put yourself out there to be scrutinized. Mm-hmm. So I've named this little line Crochet and Camo. So I am crocheting about 5 pieces. I'm using camouflage and yarn, and I found some leather to make some bags and chokers, and then I'm doing 5 pieces that are just camouflage. Okay. By myself. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm making this attempt to do that.
No, you do. I see the stuff that you post online, and it's. I remember. I've watched your journey.
It has.
Leaps and bounds.
And there's more, and I feel like there's more in me that I just haven't tapped into. And we all have this potential that we just don't tap into it. Mm-hmm. And I have so much more I want to do. I said that one of my bucket lists is to create a coffee book. I like taking pictures. Mm-hmm. So I want to create a coffee book. Even if it's not for sale all over the place, I just want to be able to go out, take some pictures of the things that I like, and create myself a coffee book. Nice. That I can say, I did it, Yeah. And that'll be my coffee book and book, because I want to also write a book, because we all got a story to tell, right?
We do.
So, yeah, that's where we at.
Oh, my goodness.
And I got a lot of parts to my story, because one of my parts is deliverance. Because I know that's coming.
Tell us, first of all, deliverance is the first party that I think you did yourself. I
had a partner, DJ Aaron, and I had partnered in doing something. The tag was taking you places that you never thought you'd go. Mm-hmm. As a dancer and a DJ who was a dancer, and as a dancer, we wanted a party that people could come, relax, be safe, and all of your senses were being satisfied. You smelled something good. Mm-hmm. You looked at something that was pleasing to your eye. You heard some really great music that we collaborated on. You were able to touch things, meaning we supplied you with food. Even if it was at the end of the night, the party was till 6. We went to 8 because we couldn't out the door. But wanted to make sure on my end, I wanted to make sure the women were safe and that it was a safe environment for people to just come and be able to just dance. Because I just wanted to dance. I just wanted to be someplace where, and I believed in him. He really had a great ear. Mm-hmm. And there were days that we would argue about, oh, I want you to play some Biggie Smalls. He would be like, what? I ain't playing no Biggie Smalls. I ain't doing that. And then he'd throw on the Biggie Smalls, and the house would go crazy. Mm-hmm. So when we would get a guest DJ, we would always be like, listen, this crowd ain't like no other crowd that you've ever played for before. Mm-hmm. So please come with your A game. So we introduced a lot of DJs to New Jersey. Mm. We had people come from just dancers. We had people coming from Chicago, from China, Hong Kong. Like, we had folks traveling to this party. I had a guy who said to Edie one day, is this a gay-friendly party? Because I need to make sure that I'm going to be safe. Mm-hmm. And I said to the brother, because Edie had me come downstairs, I said, brother, listen, anything I do is safe. Come on in. And I didn't even charge him. Because to me, all money ain't good money. And it wasn't that his money wasn't good. I wanted him to know that he was going to be safe. Right. So this is at 10 o'clock. I brought him in, and I brought him upstairs, and he was like, oh, this is cute. He had on high knee socks, and the poor baby's receding hairline was just all the way to the back, and his afro and these gym shorts. And I stood on the stage, and Aaron and I are looking like he is getting his life back there. And it's 10 o'clock, and nobody's there. Mm-hmm. That brother literally built up our 10 o'clock crowd.
Wow.
All by himself. Because every month he would come back with somebody else. Come back with 5 more people.
Wow.
Because he felt comfortable and safe. And it's all about giving people what you would want. Exactly. Setting that environment. You're setting that environment not for yourself, but for others and yourself. Mm-hmm. Because I danced all night. As a host, I need to make sure I touched everybody that was in that party. I wanted you to feel like we was the bestest of friends. Mm-hmm. And that, you comfortable and you going to come back. Because when you left, I wanted you tired. Because one of my goals was I didn't want you going to the shelter. Mm. I love the shelter. Don't get me wrong. Ooh. Timmy was my dude. Sting's my dude. Dino, everybody. Listen, I don't have a beef with nobody. Mm-hmm. But one of my goals, right, was to make sure that you didn't go to the shelter.
Yeah, too tired.
I wanted you too tired to go to the shelter. Mm-hmm. So if that meant me staying till 8 o'clock in the morning, then we going to stay till 8 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
Because them 40 people that stayed, they needed that.
They really did.
And I made sure that we gave it to them.
I'm sorry, we really did sometimes.
I would be tired, like, oh, y'all got to go. Y'all got to go.
I used to come from 43rd. Well, back then it was Soulful Saturdays with DJ Stacey Mallory. I would break every law,
get
every
downtown.
driving law, coming downtown to get to this party. Like, yo, and I forget, one person was Pevin Everett.
Listen,
was it alternate?
I had Ultra first.
Right.
For anybody. She tore it down with Twisted. Bang, Twisted 4 times. She couldn't get off. Y'all wouldn't let off that stage.
And this is why I had to bring her here, because she held that performance until she couldn't hold it no more to make sure I could get downtown.
Yes, I did.
From the other party.
Yes, I did.
To make sure that I saw alternate, because I'm like, I'm leaving this other party. I'm coming. And when I pulled into the parking space, who was outside? Come on.
Let's go. Yeah.
I was like, oh, that was like that.
Listen,
Kevin Everett.
Oh, listen. Ooh. But you can't forget Dawn. Dawn Tallman set the bar so high. Poor Donnie. Donnie was scared. Excuse the term. He was scared shitless. Picked him up from the airport. Buddy was like, yo, excuse me, I'm putting his stuff out there, but I need a little smoke. I don't smoke, dude. What you want me to do for you? But I'm put you up. I'm gonna introduce you to some people.
Right.
Because I can't. Mm-hmm. By the time Donnie came back, Dawn Tallman got on and I don't even remember the song. I just know she blew. Listen, just blew it. Oh my God. So Donnie looks at me and was like, what the hell am I supposed to do? I said, well, what? I done paid you. So I don't care what you do. But what I do want you to do is get your ass out there and sing. And if you don't, they're going to let you know. So I'm going to need you to work that out, bud. You need some more smoke before you go on? Because
you're going on.
Because you don't. So he was a little nervous in the beginning. Like, he started off real rocky. And then finally, the smoke must have kicked in. And he got his whole entire life.
After that, he started dancing.
Yes, he didn't. He didn't want to leave. You got a plane to catch. I'm gonna need you to go home because I'm not paying for that.
Yeah,
and you can't do that.
No,
but my very first anniversary was down on Rector Street. Were you there for that? See, Rector Street, I used to black out the curtains and put the pillows out and
with the candles. And
yes, and one lovely girl got a hair caught on fire, like maybe the second party. And Ron used to say to me, because I used to be nervous, when you're producing a party or producing an event, that's your money. That's nobody's money. So you need to promote and get people out because you got to pay bills. You got DJ to pay, light, sound, space, staff, whatever. It's all got to be paid because at the end of the night, they love me. And I'm so thankful for the people who love me, who work, Tammy and Cece and Bashir and Edie and Tanya and Darlise and Wajid and I can't remember his wife's name. Nancy and Wang and Carlton. Yo, listen, when you believe in a thing, you put your love into that thing. And they put their love in. My sisters, oh my God, would drive from here to Asbury Park. And the very first anniversary was the pinnacle because we had Leslie and rest his soul, Sir Isaac, and we had Kenny. Kim Lightfoot, Les Cole, and Iran. We had like 400 people up in the spot, and dude was like, amazing. I'm sitting there like, this our party?
How many people asked you, are you going to do it again?
Oh, gosh. Every time I turn around, and I'm thankful, and I'm very grounded, and I'm thankful that I created something that can go down to the history books. That can go down in the history books as one of the greatest parties or one of the best parties in Jersey. It expanded to tri-state area. Like, folks really, really traveled to come to this party. So I get it everywhere. Like, yo, you the sister that did Deliverance. How the brother doing? It's always, you the sister, how the brother doing? And it's, I'm great, he's fine. But yeah, we won't be having no reunion. No, I'm sorry. That ship has sailed. It has sailed. Some things happen for a season and a reason, and we had a good, 4 or 5 years, and it was all right.
But what about the experience at Symphony Hall?
So, as most of you know, I run Newark Symphony Hall.
Hold on 1 second. 2 seconds.
Oh no!
Real quick, if you want to call and say what's up to Marie, 973-900-6453. 973-900-6453. Call in. Say what's up.
What's up? Oh, not right now?
Right
okay,
now.
Anyway, I'm sorry. So, yeah, I'm a little silly. So, I want to say that I have some of the greatest brothers this side of the world. Like, I have met some of the greatest men, DJs, brother DJs, uncle DJs, whatever you want to call it. And I say at the end of the day, no one can say anything bad about me. I mean, you can, but you ain't gonna say it, but whatever. So, I had an opportunity to use a space at my job, and I am a Libra, and I am a very strategic individual. Business is business, and in business you have to be some kind of strategic in order for you to succeed. If you don't learn nothing else, you have to. Right. If you continue to be one note wonder, you're gonna be a one note wonder. But you always have to develop yourself. Right. And I continue to develop myself as best as I possibly can. That's number one. So when I got the opportunity, hey, beloved, you're doing a Sunday gig. Let's transfer that, you know. But it's a big building, and there's budgets that just have to be met. And as much as I love my people, we're getting older, and we don't support as, and I don't really like the word support, because you know what, at the end of the day, you go where you go. Sometimes you can't go that week, or you can't go that month, because that's me. Listen, I'm 50 and I got grown people's responsibilities, so sometimes I can't get where I would like to go. Sometimes I just don't wanna. I don't want to. But Experience was a party that we wanted to give you an experience musically in a theater, you know, someplace that was big and it was black, and it was just, it gave you a really nice feel to it, and I love that space. Not to say that we won't do it again, just right now at this moment we needed to put it on pause, just because we're all doing different things.
Yeah, everybody has a, how is it, how did you come to run Symphony Hall?
Oh my gosh. So I was at New Jersey Performing Arts Center for 12 years, worked for a man named Philip Thomas, who we love, and we call him Uncle Philip now. And he leaves, he goes to Newark Symphony Hall. I get married, and I'm like, oh, I think I'm gonna stay home for a little bit, because there was a job at NJPAC that I wanted that I didn't get, and I felt a bit slighted. So I wanted to stay home. I wanted to stay home and sew and develop that. And you know, my husband was like, and I talked to him about it first before anybody say, you ain't talked to your yes, I did. Trust me. As women, we have roles. I don't care what nobody say. We have roles, and when you get married, it's not just you.
That's right.
In a girlfriend boyfriend situation, it's not just you, but it's not as permanent as, that's my husband, and I have to go to my husband, and I have to talk to my husband, and if he say no, then I can't do it, and it's just because he said no. He might have his reasons, but I'm really not going to ask unless it's something that I really want to do. Then I'll put on a charm. Come on. But, you know, we don't do that. So I thought I was going to stay home, and I think I stayed home for about 6 months, and then I get this phone call from Philip like, hey, what you doing? I'm like, damn. Because when you get the phone call from Philip, he wants you to do something. So I came in as just an artist assistant working backstage. Then it moved from, hey, I need somebody to book events. Huh? I don't know. He said, don't worry, you'll be good at it. So that was off and on. And then he had a heart attack on me. And they called me back like, well, you're hired full time. I'm not the executive director, but you know, I didn't have anybody to run the building, had nobody to run anything, and I was probably the most qualified at that point to run the building, run operations, run front of staff, front of house, all of that stuff, because I've already worked for a theater. Now we have our executive director now, his name is Leon Denmark, who love him dearly. He ran Newark Symphony Hall first, then went to NJPAC, and then came back. And I was like, yes, I can now leave negative. He then has a heart attack.
Oh my gosh.
So and it was one of those days that, you know, God, you have to learn to listen. And you have to learn to be in tune with you, God, and all of your surroundings. And it was one of those days that our head of our board was going to take us to lunch. And I'm like, I don't want to go. Something kept saying, don't go. And I was like, just bring me some cake back. Me and his secretary and I. Yeah, I wanted some cake. Don't play. So I hear this, Des, come here. And I'm like, oh, it didn't sound right. Because usually he asks one of us to come in to fix his computer, because he old man.
Right.
He don't know nothing about no damn computer. Printer. He always tearing up something in there. So I waited for about 10 seconds and I got up. He slumped over. Wow. And I'm just standing there like, what in the God's hell? But if we weren't there, if we had went to lunch, we would have came back, and he would have been gone in there. So, fast forward, I get the general manager's job / events manager. So I do all of the bookings, contracting, production, stage manage, all of it, front of house staff, operate, everything. So everyone laughs. They're like, "You're really the executive director." I'm like, "No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Pretty much.
No.
Yeah.
I am not that. But I just do what I do. I take the initiative to do the things that nobody else wants to do. I'm just that person. Listen, screw the door in. You don't want to screw it in? Just give me the screwdriver. Give me the screwdriver.
Very that.
Get it done. You got to get it done. You got to get it done.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, who's it going to look bad on?
Yeah.
You should have just, don't worry about it.
I'll take care of it.
And that's my middle name, Marie. Don't worry about it, Thompson. Marie, I got you. I'll make it work.
Yeah. I see that.
That's what I do. Newark Symphony Hall needs money. It needs money. It needs work. And I tell people who want to rent the space, it's vintage, but she works. The profit margin that you would get by renting at Newark Symphony Hall is so much greater than NJ Pack. Yes, it's shiny, and they've got state of the art, and it's beautiful. But if your budget for your artist is $100,000 and your room is $60,000 plus, you're not making any money. So that means your ticket has to be a good $200 ticket. So we're talking, for an average person, a $500 night. Who can do that?
Right.
So you come down to me, Sarah Concert Hall is $26,000, right? Your artist budget might be $100,000, hopefully not, because I always tell people, if you got $100,000 artists, you need to be at Prudential Center. That's point blank period. Know your budget. That's the first thing I tell people who want to rent anything. Know your budget, because if you don't know your budget, you've already lost. Right. You've already lost. So listen, you got a $6,000 artist, bring them, because you can, if your marketing is great, you've already made your money back just in the orchestra. You've made your money back in the orchestra, somewhat of the orchestra circle, and then everything else is gravy. That's if your marketing is on point. You can win at this game, but you gotta know how to win, and you gotta know how to listen. Because I'll give you all the tools. You just gotta be able to take them and be like, oh.
What'd you go to school for?
Yeah. My degree is in English.
Are you serious?
I wanted to go to law school until I worked for my first law firm. I'm like, I don't want to do this.
Wow.
I don't read no books all day.
I was expecting her to say business management.
No, ma'am. No, sir.
Something like that.
No, sir, ma'am.
I really was expecting that.
No.
Wow.
No.
Because you have like the greatest knack for it.
Those are those God-given talents that you don't see.
Yeah. Because you have a grinding spirit. Like, just like you said, you're going to make it happen.
I'm going to make it happen. Yeah.
It's going to come to fruition. Like,
yeah.
Like, if anybody out there, if you are thinking of event planning, this is the person in this area that you want to get. And if you're not in this area, let's say you're on the West Coast, then you want to fly her out to the West Coast.
Yeah. I do my homework. You got to do your homework. You got to know what you know. People do things without really thinking.
Yeah. Oh, we just gonna put this together.
I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do it because you did it, and I'm gonna do it because you did it, and I want to do it better than what you did, and that doesn't really fly.
Right.
That doesn't fly. You have to do you, and do you at the best of your ability.
Yeah.
Don't do it because you want to one up somebody. That doesn't work. That'll fail you every time. You might get the first one off, but you're not going to get off the second or the third or the fourth. Not gonna happen.
Wow.
I do me. I do what I do. This is who I am. I am the same with everybody. Everybody. When you did Pride this year, listen, I like to put people. I put people where their talents are. Listen, you giving me a budget? Oh, okay. You gotta, again, you hire me to do your job. or do the job of producing or putting your event together, what's your budget? Have a budget. If you don't have a budget, you lost. Oh, you need me to do what? Oh, I got you. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I got a Rolodex.
And truly, like, everything happened with, everything was outlined for the time and everything went perfectly, smoothly. There were no problems. Everything was, right at hand for the artists, for the staff, for the clients not the clients, but the crowd,
sponsors, everybody.
Everything was in place. It was awesome.
I like to treat people or put on an event as if, again, I put myself in the shoes of the person that's paying me to produce their event.
Are you going to do your own production?
I think I'm going to. I've been toiling with the idea of just doing a production company at this point, because you got to know your strengths, right?
Yes.
And there aren't really too many production companies around here that can use someone, like myself.
And I think a lot of people don't even know that they could use you until you put yourself out there to be used in that thing.
I don't want to use the word use.
Well, you know what I mean. Hire you.
Because, because folks will take that and run. Oh, they said I could use you. Oh, no. No.
You can hire her.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
She is the person who's going to make it do what you have in your mind for it to do. That dreamy situation that you're dreaming of, she can make it come to fruition. I've seen it. I've been a part of it. So, and I can vouch for it. Let me just say that.
Thank you.
Pretty much. What time is it? What are we running at?
Oh, we're looking at 8:53. Okay.
Yeah, because we had a 9:15 curtain
9:15 curtain call.
Yeah, pretty much. What is your next move?
Ooh, my goodness. This is the part where you say I don't know.
What would you like it to be?
I don't know. I have so much in my head that I want to do that I need to write it down. I need to look at it and see what I can do that's attainable. I do know that I want to leave my job by June 29th.
Really? Why is that?
There's a shift happening.
Okay. In the city or just
at
the job?
At the job. Okay. There's a shift happening that doesn't necessarily have anything to do with me. But I need to go someplace and spread my wings, and I need to do some things. So either I start my own production company, which is going to be, it's scary when you want to jump out and put your 2 feet in the water of something else. It's scary. Yeah. So we hide behind a job because I know that I got this check coming in, and it's dependable, and that's the stability. So no one will ever know that I really have these talents unless I jump out there on faith. I say I believe in Allah. I gotta truly believe in order for me to do some of the things that I really want to do. I'm a little frightened like everybody else. I'm human. I don't have that. Sometimes I don't feel like I have that support system.
But you do, though.
I'm sure that if I said something, but again, I'm one of those. I'm not saying. So now I've said this to people. I don't even know how many people is out there.
We're in 232 countries.
Oh, that's great. Oh, hey, 232.
Did it just get really real?
It just got real just then. See, before you said a number, it was all talk.
Yeah.
Now it's like, it's 232.
Yeah.
Not people.
No,
countries. So therefore, it's 232 countries, and we're not even going to talk about how many people are listening or watching or.
Yeah. But like I always tell people, and I find it, and you are a part of what I'm about to say. My cipher has everything that I need. Everything that I need. There's somebody in my cipher who can do whatever I need done. And you are in that situation.
Oh, thank you.
Like, for real. So that means that you have
that's a trust thing, and
that. Yes.
That's a trust thing. Yes. I trust to a point. I do, and that's just
smart.
probably it's smart, and that's just the way that I was brought up. Like, you don't give everybody all of your coins,
right?
You know, because I'm gonna give somebody my and it's been done to me that I've given somebody all of my coins, and they've taken them and pocketed them as if they were their coins,
girl.
And that's the thing that you don't want to do. But what it does also, it puts this block up that you really can't afford to have up either. Like, so you gotta trust. You gotta trust in your Lord. You gotta trust in yourself and your self-worth and what you can do and know what you can't do, what you're not capable of. You gotta know all those things about you. I know all of those things about me. I just need someone to be like, what you doing? What you doing, girl? Because sometimes we all need somebody to just check on us and pat us on the and be like, hey, did you do this today? What? Let me see that paper you started. Yeah, everybody needs everyone. I have people in my phone that I every week call this person, call that person, to make sure that they're okay. Even the strongest people that you know need someone to say, are you okay? What you need? Let's go get something to eat. Let's go hang out. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a party. So I also started doing this, ladies thing where we don't always have to be at a party.
That's right.
I produced a sexy heel dance class a couple weeks ago, and it was phenomenal.
Yeah.
I want to do things that'll take people out of women, more or less, out of their comfort zone, that they could just do things without the kids or the husband. And it doesn't have to be a party. Like, we don't have to meet up to be at a party all the time. Yeah. Can't we just chill and talk,
we can hang out,
and not talk about people, but just have a conversation? Just what you worried about today? Right. What can I fix, or we can fix for you today? Even if it's just, let's go get some food and we all just hang out at a table, because the kitchen is. That's the kitchen is it. That's where the therapy happens. That's where all of it happens, right? Do we need to make you some spaghetti, which is comfort food, and just spill it all? And this is where you leave it, though. So if you tell it to me here, this is where it stays.
And that goes back to that trust thing that you.
It's about exactly. It's exactly. So I'm all about producing things that make people want to elevate themselves as well as elevate me, and make me feel comfortable that I can elevate myself with you. Yes. Because that's a big thing. If I don't feel like I can elevate myself with you, you're not going to have my back. I can't do it.
That's right.
I can't.
That's right.
I'm sorry.
Well, thank you so much for
this has been amazing.
Yeah, and we look
232
we gotta
countries.
Get together for a Car Chronicles.
Woo! Yo, I don't know if they ready for that. Yo.
Yeah, we could do that.
Cause
listen,
Cause Wilhelmina, that's
No, that's the other one.
Yeah, she a beast.
It's all right. I've met many Wilhelminas before.
Listen, I will.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all
right.
We gonna have a good time. So look for that Car Chronicles coming up real quick.
The cussing Muslim. What the fuck? Be like, shit. Kick him, hit him.
Right, because it could go down.
I'm sorry. I'm horrible. I want to jump out. What the fuck? You ain't. Why you blowing? The fuck? Blowing. You don't know what's in front of me. You see, I'm already got the road rage, and I'm not even in the car.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We do. We gotta go do. But I thank you so much for hanging out.
I'm thankful for. Thank you for letting me come and knock knock. Hey, what you doing?
Absolutely.
Because I'll quickly be like, I'm busy.
Yeah.
Crocheting.
And she said
I was crocheting.
Because I had another guest and the other guest wasn't able to.
Oh wait, I was a second.
Change.
I was a second.
No,
I was a set. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you was coming here anyway.
All right. Because I was see the gun. See, I was
just for this
about to be second.
Date.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, let me move Marie. Here.
Yeah, that was a good cleanup. Y'all know that, right? Because he wasn't.
That's my job. That's what I do.
Dude had me second, yo. I'm not second, yo.
You're not second. You the
first. Never second.
You're the first alternate of today.
First alternate. Damn it! Don't you know that shit me? Let me get off now, cause I'm about to straight. It's 50. I'm 50. Did I tell y'all that I was 50?
Yeah.
50. Half of 100.
Yes.
Yup.
I'm not quite sure.
I got the right now. I told somebody at work, I'm grown. Like, I'm real grown now.
Yeah.
And I could really cuss an old person out.
Yeah, because you over.
Because
I'm
50 now.
Yeah.
That I have earned the right. Right.
That's right. You can cuss out old people.
I can cuss old people out now at 50.
Oh my gosh, I have so much to look forward to.
Yo, you don't understand that ARP card?
Listen.
Shit.
Listen, I want mine. My mother always talks
it's laminated.
About it, and she uses it like
it's laminated.
It's a daggone
yes, it's a debit card.
It's a get on my nerves.
Yes, debit card.
Always
it's a debit.
Well, yeah, I need my senior discount.
Debit
for everything.
Yup, debit on discount.
She get me sick. But anyway,
I'm sorry, we gotta go.
We gotta go.
We love y'all.
Thank you guys for watching. I love you for
watching.
Listening. Everybody out there on Ustream, Gyroscope Radio.
If y'all want me back, let me know.
For the champagne, no, she coming back anyway. It's not about what y'all say. Let's be clear. Y'all gonna join us because she's
nobody
gonna be coming back.
But nobody called.
Nobody ever calls. It's all good.
Oh, okay, no.
We sit here and talk.
Damn, I was almost excited.
Well, next we'll have people call. They really
that
are
what it is?
They be in here talking.
But we can't see y'all.
That's what it is.
Yeah, I know my glasses are thick, but I need you to say I can't see that over there. That shit looks
to bring
small.
My tablet so that we can bring people on screen and have them talk
Ooh.
on there. We got to try that. I want to try that.
Well, let's try that.
So we're gonna have to try that the next time that we come.
So somebody can be like, yeah, that was that chick that wouldn't let me in her party. Yeah.
Yep. After all these years,
there is no guest. There is no guest list.
There is no guest list tonight.
Never ever.
I can't
is a guest list.
Night. So
yes, we gotta go.
Just
9:03.
Yes, next month coming up, we have parties. All right, I'll see y'all.
I'm sorry, we gotta go. Bye bye. Love you. Peace.
And remember, the harder you fall, the higher you bounce. Remember that when you tripping.
Shit, the harder you fall, the harder you fall. What you talking about? Now we gotta get up off this couch. Kind of shit.
See, the pregnant person rolled to the side. I had to.
Who's sitting on this couch?
Oh, a little bit more to the side.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Yes, honey.
Hey, Raheem, Stacy, Mallory, Robson, Deborah, Ernest Fountain. Oh, you did that without content. You was in there. Yeah, Tom Latham, Carlton, Don Ramsey.
So